I want you to imagine something for a second. It's a random night. You're lying in bed. Your phone is face down on the table, but you already know what's on it. A bank app, a balance, a number that quietly decides how safe or unsafe you feel. You don't open it because you already know it's not where you hoped it would be. And the weird part is, you didn't even do anything wrong today. You went to work, you didn't buy anything crazy, you were responsible. So why does it still feel like you're always one bad week away from stress? If that feeling sounds familiar, you're not alone, and this channel is built for conversations exactly like this. You can subscribe if you want more of these quiet, honest talks about money and life. And if you've ever felt that tension when checking your balance, feel free to leave a comment. I read them and it helps shape what we talk about next. Because in 2026, people aren't failing financially because they're reckless. They're failing because they're playing a game they were never taught the rules to. And once you see those rules, it gets a lot calmer. Most people think money problems come from one of two things. Either you don't make enough, or you spend too much. And sometimes that's true, but most of the time, that's not actually the problem. The real problem is that we're making decisions inside a system designed to keep us slightly uncomfortable. Not desperate, just uncomfortable enough to keep us chasing. So we work harder, we earn more, we upgrade our lifestyle, and somehow we still feel behind. That's not a personal failure. That's a psychological trap, and almost everyone falls into it. Let me tell you about something that sounds harmless, but quietly destroys more wealth than bad investing ever could. Lifestyle creep. It's what happens when every raise you get disappears. You earn more, so you upgrade a little. A better apartment, a nicer phone, more eating out, better clothes, more subscriptions. None of it feels irresponsible. It feels earned. But here's what nobody tells you. Every upgrade raises the minimum amount of money you need just to feel okay. Your life becomes more expensive without feeling better. So even when you're making more than you ever have, you still feel tight. Not because you're bad with money, but because you moved the finish line. This is why so many people making good money feel broke. They didn't fail, they just never locked in their old lifestyle. There's this subtle belief that once you make enough money, you're safe. But income is not safety. Income can disappear, jobs change, companies cut, health happens. Security doesn't come from how much you earn, it comes from how much time you've bought. If you stopped working today, how long could you survive without panic? That's your real financial position, not your salary. Most people don't realize they're living on financial thin ice until something cracks. This one is quiet, but it's deadly. A lot of people go straight from paycheck to investing, or paycheck to spending. They never build a real buffer, so every unexpected expense becomes emotional. Car repair, medical bill, family emergency. Now money isn't just money, it's stress. And when money is stressful, every decision you make becomes worse. You take on bad debt, you sell investments too early, you stay in jobs you hate. Not because you're weak, because you're cornered. A simple emergency fund isn't boring, it's psychological freedom. It lets you breathe. In 2026, everyone is trying to be efficient, optimizing credit cards, chasing yield, timing investments, hunting returns. But most people don't need better returns. They need better behavior. You don't lose money because you chose the wrong ETF. You lose money because you panic, because you overreact, because you chase what everyone else is chasing. The smartest financial move is boring consistency. The hardest part is not touching it. Money looks like numbers, but it behaves like feelings. When you're tired, you spend more. When you're stressed, you want comfort. When you're bored, you buy things. Most money mistakes don't come from ignorance, they come from emotional decisions disguised as logic. You don't buy things because you need them, you buy things because you want to feel something. Security, status, relief, escape. Until you understand that, budgeting will always feel like punishment. Here's the shift that changes everything. Money isn't there to impress people, it's there to reduce anxiety. The goal isn't to be rich, it's to feel safe. When you start making decisions based on peace instead of status, your entire financial life gets quieter. You stop chasing upgrades, you stop comparing, you start building stability. And stability feels better than any luxury. You don't need a perfect plan, you need a calm one. Start by freezing your lifestyle, not lowering it, just not raising it every time your income goes up. Then build a small buffer. Even a few months changes how your brain works. After that, invest slowly and consistently, not to get rich, but to buy future you some breathing room. And most importantly, notice why you spend, not what, why. That awareness alone will save you more money than any trick. If you're behind right now, you're not broken. You were just taught how to earn, not how to feel safe. And once you start making money decisions from a place of calm instead of pressure, everything gets easier. Not perfect, just lighter. And that's what money was supposed to do all along.